So here we want to integrate the function x to the third dx. So we don't have a constant to worry about or anything. So all we have to do then is just use the power rule. And the power rule is adding 1 to the exponent and dividing by 3 plus 1. And once you develop a strong level of comfort with integrals and integration, that process should get pretty quick, but this is just going to be x to the fourth over 4. I mean, again, we don't have any constants that we need to worry about in terms of anything that could simplify. Like if this was like a 4x to the third, then we cancel out those 4's, but we don't have that. So we don't have to worry about anything like that. And the other thing we just have to do is tack on plus c. And there it is. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next one then. So in this one, we want to integrate the square root of x. So what that means is we want to change x to the 1/2, or the square roots to the 1/2. So we're going to have the integral of x to the 1/2 dx. And the process here is going to be adding 1 to the exponent, which is using that power rule, and we don't have any constants that we need to worry about, so we just add 1 to the exponent using the power rule, and this is going to be the exponent plus 1, because we want to just like offset that change in the exponent, because if we were to take the derivative, then those terms will just cancel out, leaving it completely unchanged. But since we're integrating, we want to add 1, and then we want to divide by the 1/2 plus 1. So let's go ahead and do that process. This is going to be over 2. This becomes 2. So we have 1/2 plus 2 over 2, which is going to be x. 2 plus 1 is 3 over 2. And this is going to be the exact same thing, 3/2, because it's 1/2 plus 1. But we don't really want to leave it as x to the 3/2 over 3/2. We want to rewrite that. And when we're dividing by a fraction like that, you could just rewrite this as 2x to the 3/2 over 3. And we want to tack on that constant. So 2x to the 3/2 over 3 plus c would be the integral of the square root of x. I think fraction exponents, like if this was x to the 3/2 or just really any sort of fraction exponent, see a lot of trouble with that. I see a lot of even business calc students, those are, weirdly enough, those are some things that people struggle with because fractions are difficult to deal with if you're not used to dealing with fractions a lot. So that might be something that you need to practice a lot, or just dealing with fractions of adding 1/2 plus 1, or when it's negative and we're like negative 3/2 or something like that, like how do we deal with that plus 1? That gets a little bit more difficult. So just really want to practice those fraction skills there.